So my dad needed to get some blood work done, so we were waiting in the waiting room, and I noticed something strange about the signboard stand leg. In saying farewell to the Surfing Violinist vlog, we're back vlogging again. And I think for a lot of you, there will be very little difference in what you see. It's going to be a little more health and just daily life focused. Building a Better Me, that's the new theme. But there'll still be the family. So for those of you who are saying goodbye to Rohan, unless you're unsubscribing, he's still going to be in the vlogs. Melissa will still be in the vlogs. Yeah, it's still us, but it is a different theme for the vlogs. Before it was creative, cross-cultural, constructive. Now it's building a better me and trying to figure out what that looks like. There will be, you'll learn more about my family. I'm going to have some conversation with my dad about his history. And yeah, you'll get to experience a little bit of Americana through the Seuss family.
So what are we doing today?
Grocery shopping day. Starting Gethin's program tomorrow, so we have to get loads of protein. These are not on the Gethin diet, but they are on the Building a Better Me program for sure. Those are going in the cart.
For what purpose? Just because?
Just to make our house happier.
Well, we have guests tonight.
Yeah, we do have guests tonight. My old bosses, Kat and Mike, they're coming over for dinner. I'm cooking for the chefs. That makes me extremely nervous.
Having that Korean yesterday made me crave some kimchi. Stuff is actually, look at that, low carb, no cholesterol, no preservatives. Yay. What'd you find there?
Elmo from Sesame Street.
Elmo is now selling tomatoes. Well, you know, hey, that's nice.
He's so nice. I love you, Elmo.
You want to eat those now because Elmo's on them?
I love Elmo. Why did that thing so? Oh, over there. There we go.
Thanks for organizing that. So the one nice thing about doing these kind of diets is food just starts tasting better when you cut out a lot of it. I'm kind of going slow into it this time. I'm not going totally cold turkey. Still keeping a little fruits. Last time when I did cold turkey, it was just, of course, we were in India, so had a lot of really fresh vegetables that were good. And after, I don't know, day 14 or so, like broccoli and carrots were like dessert. Because it was just, it's pure protein and vegetables, that diet. Carrots tasted really sweet. It was like, I'm gonna have some dessert, some carrots.
So this is what Melissa's super excited about, just being able to get the egg whites.
Yes.
Right
so it's just, that's it. It's gonna save me so much time. I was cracking eggs and then putting the yolks in bags and then just wasting all those yolks in India.
So one thing me, Rohan, and Satya like is picking up random things when we were outside. I found this acorn perfectly formed right near the water yesterday at the boat place. What do you think of your rocks?
Hey, that's my pot.
This is your spot? Or do you like your new rocks I found you?
Yeah. I'm gonna put them outside.
Alright, yeah, so cool.
Yeah, and then I'll come back in.
Hey.
Alright, so we're not having a dinner tonight.
No. Our dinner guest had to cancel due to a funeral.
Get some negative comments.
So me and Matt were just having this discussion about jingoism and nationalism. And we were trying to like describe what jingoism actually looks like. You know, just this basically, you got to be exactly like me, and some arbitrary trait that makes someone truly American, or anywhere. I mean, this could be anywhere. But the first thing that popped in my head was Alabama fans. And then so what did Alabama fans say when we're trying to drum up support?
Roll Tide.
Even the way that it's said, it has like a spiritual like quality, doesn't it? It just sounds like you're saying,
breathiness.
"Amen,
Yeah.
amen, brother,
Yeah.
amen." I mean, like say "Go Noles." Here's an FSU fan. Let me hear an FSU fan say "Go Noles."
Go Noles.
Who are you a fan of?
Gators. But they don't have. They don't
Well,
have.
say
They
"Go
don't have
Gators."
that.
They say "Go Gators,"
They
right?
just.
But this isn't like
It doesn't
this
harken
isn't-
to some cathedral or
It's not like a
mystical
It's
place.
not like a religious experience. Like Onward, tideward, soldiers. So I'm heading west right now. When the wind is blowing out of the south, usually that means, and it's whipping pretty good, you can see that the wind is blowing perpendicular to the road that I'm on now. So that looks like it's about a south, maybe a south. Might be a little bit of east in that wind, actually. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a southeast. So a southeast wind like that usually means like we're gonna have surf. It's wind swell, so there's two different types of swells when it comes to waves. There's wind swell and ground swell. So ground swell usually comes from a storm that's way offshore, or it comes from wind that is blowing towards shore way offshore. So it's way out there, like 500 miles, or depending on if it's like in an ocean. Like we have the Gulf, so it's not as much fetch, not as much area for the wind to be blowing across the water. But in an ocean, I mean, it could be thousands of miles, and if it happens to be consistent, if that wind is consistent across thousands of miles, that creates ground swell. Also, storms like hurricanes or big low pressure systems can create ground swell as well. And so a surfer prefers ground swell because it's more formed. So it basically forms the waves into these lines, and by the time it gets to shore, they're nice, evenly spaced. There's like 5 to 8 seconds between. In where we're from is usually you're lucky if they're 5 to 8 seconds between the different waves. So that makes them better form and makes them better for surfing. But what we usually get here in Panama City is what we call wind swell, which is like the wind is blowing from offshore 100 miles or a couple hundred miles, and it's still blowing by the time that the wave gets here. So wind that generated the wave is also the wind that's hitting the shore. So that actually creates for not the most ideal circumstance for surfing, because the wind will blow off the top from, like, it blows the wave and it makes it crumble. What you want is a barrel, a tubing wave, like where you see the wave pitch over and it makes that little, the green room, man. So that's like the ideal situation for surfing. But beggars can't be choosers, and on Panama City beaches, on the Gulf Coast of Florida, we take what we can get. So even in a scenario like this, we generally try to see if we can find some place that'll be rideable. So I'll probably check it in the morning before I go to work. Nice thing is the best break in town, the most consistent surf break in town, is not far from where I'm working now, so that's kind of cool. Melissa is telling me what she wants to get me to get from, we call it Kung Fu Panda, but what is the place called? It's Panda Express. Something that she does that I think is cute is she'll send these text messages. No, it's just something I would not do in a text message. Get me the firecracker chicken. Yum! Like the yum exclamation point. That's just great. I totally wouldn't do that. I would just be like, I'll take the firecracker chicken. Thanks. Yum! But she's already excited about that firecracker chicken.
Ford, if you've noticed, he's a little pink since he started his new job. He applied sunscreen one time. What is he, like a noob? A kook? Rookie? I mean, he's lived his whole life at the beach, and he doesn't know that if you're going to be in the sun for like 10 hours, you have to reapply like 3 times. Anyway, he's looking a little pink. He needs sunglasses, a hat, and sunscreen. We have sunscreen. I'll send with him. But he bought sunglasses and a hat.
Some glasses. So these are just, nondescript black sunglasses. What do you think? So this is my haul video. My haul, guys. I got sunglasses.
Did they come from Forever 21? Because they're only cool if they came from Forever 21.
They came from Walmart.
Oh, gosh.
So there you go. Polarized.
Hey.
Polarized.
Good. You're gonna.
They're in the water. These are fisherman glasses.
I know. Yeah. I mean, right. I mean, please tell me they were cheap, because you're gonna lose them.
$14. Something like that.
They're gonna end up in the water.
But I got this nondescript cable. So I didn't get like the neon pink one or the camo one. Come on, this is like nondescript.
So they don't end up in the water.
Yeah.
That's a good purchase.
Right. There you go.
I'm so smart. I mean, I mean,
They
you are
had-
so smart.
They had this gray hat.
Hey, let's just talk over each other to our respective cameras. This is
They had
fun.
this gray hat that would have fit, like, just fit my style, my lack of style, but it had like the Russell R in the corner. I was like, I could put up with that, but it was a little bit too tight.
Ford does have a very
I have a huge
big head. He's super smart, guys. Gotta fit all his brains in there
that's it.
somewhere.
So there was a white hat too that actually had moisture resistance, and that was good, but it was again a little too small. So I went with the one that is fitting. I'm going full in character as my Southern.
Please tell me it doesn't say I voted for Trump.
No.
Oh my gosh, because that's not what we're going for.
MAGA, no. Make America Ford again.
It's been a long time since you've worn any Ford paraphernalia. Wow.
Dude, I
Well,
look like such a red. I'm going, come on, let me crank up the boat and get on.
I
out the
mean,
boat.
everyone will remember your name. My name.
Just look at
Just
the hat.
look at the hat.
I'm gonna try like practice my acting, like see
Oh
if I
my
can trick people
gosh.
thinking that. We had a Louisiana boy there yesterday. Man, his accent was so interesting. Here, his accent. It reminded me a lot of Dad. You know. Like
I
when
love that
Dad
they've
would go,
roughed it up to try to make it cooler, like
"Dude, I'm
pre-worn."
like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Jason Statham, move over, dude. Come on.
I'm impressed that you picked up a cable for your sunglasses.
Yeah, that was
like,
responsible.
that was so process person, and I'm just amazed.
So okay, but here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be my holdover hat, but I think I'm gonna order some League of Legends like team gear, like team TSM or something.
Here's the
like that.
thing, though. You really need more than just a
I
brim
know.
in the front. You really need a whole
I
shebang.
really don't want to wear one
But
of
I
those
mean,
hats.
because you need it to protect your neck.
Who do you think is the best on Top Gear? Jeremy, Richard, or James?
James. I know James is in that white car. No, he's in there. And no, he's
Oh,
in
he's
that
making a
car.
prediction that James May is in the white car. Okay, we'll find
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Really cool.
So, what's your favorite moment of Grand Tour so far this season?
Oh, my favorite moment? Well, we just watched the Caribbean one. And it was really funny when Richard and Jeremy Clarkson reenacted, because James and Richard had introduced how they had 5 cars to make a eco-friendly coral reef, and then they dumped one onto the boat and off the boat into the water. So then Richard and Jeremy went back over and reenacted it really goofily and quickly, like they only had 4 to start with originally. So
Classic.
I don't know, it was just classic.
Oh,
Here you go.
thank you for this pen.
You're welcome.
Which one's James May?
This one is that.
Well, that one is. No, that's Richard. So this is muscle milk, 100 calorie, 20 grams of protein,
Dairy free.
dairy free, no sugar.
It tastes like chalk. It tastes like kaopectate. That's what it tastes like. How do they make it taste like chocolate without any sugar? It's actually not terrible. Wow. I was really expecting this to be absolutely awful. I could make ice cream from this. It kind of tastes like the shakes that we would, the ice cream we would make out of our protein shake.
Oh, we don't even know who's driving it.
Richard is.
So we don't know who's in the other car.
Representing the future here.
Well, it turned out not to be Captain Slow.
No, definitely not Captain
So James is not in the old man car. He's doing this with his feet. What in the world? What a legend!
Guy
Look at that!
built a better him.
No excuses. No arms, and the dude is driving.
Drifting. Wow, you see
Unreal.
Wow.
Good for you. Really good for you. Yeah, good.